Welcome everybody, and we are about to head up the M1 to Leeds for the Leeds Gaming Market, which I am very excited to do. Are you excited to do, Liam?
Yeah.
Are you excited to do, Paige?
Yes.
Yes.
Why isn't he driving? I'm older than him. I'm 1 year older than him, and he is driving.
She's a bit jealous about the fact that Liam's getting to do the first bit of driving. I don't drive to the gaming markets. I just chill, so it's Liam's turn. Paige just forgot.
The car. He's driving the car. This doesn't make sense.
Right, we're going to get going anyway, so see you in a bit, folks. Can't wait. Bye-bye.
Bye. I guess.
So we made it to Leeds on our way in. Liam didn't crash the car, so we made it in. So are you excited, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait to get in. So
You
fingers.
know what I'm excited
Go
for?
on.
Driving the car.
Driving the car back. See, she's not bothered about being here for the game. She just wants to drive the car. But obviously, don't tell the cops because I'll be in loads of trouble. So are we gonna say bye for now while we get ourselves sorted to get in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.
What are you seeing, Liam?
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, there's a Japan style ones. They're quite rare.
Have a look then.
£2 cheaper. They're not paid, so paid £1 more.
So these are the ones that you've after before?
Daddy, were the other ones £5? No, the other
can't
ones
remember.
were £8. The other ones were £8. This one's £6.
So were these on the hit list then? You're gonna have to carry them around now though. Do you want to get them now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. Really loved that. Did you too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, I thought that might be a yes. We loved it. picked up some absolute belting games, some quality retro royalty titles. I'll go over it a bit more detail back in the Retro 180, but loved it. Really enjoyed Doncaster Gaming Market, that was cool, but Leeds, I would say, topped it. And again, I'll go over why back in the Retro 180 later on in the video. But yeah, really had a top time. Liam did a decent drive getting there. It was Paige's turn, as you can see, to bring us away. We've come away from the venue now. So, Paige, you want to tell the viewers how you think your driving's been?
I'd say pretty good. I only ran over 16 people.
That's pretty good, apparently.
Yeah, really good. It's for high school. And I went past 13 red lights. I got pulled over by the police for...
I told her to impress you, not make herself sound like she's on GTA.
I'm not on GTA, it was my best friend.
Anyway,
so far.
whatever. Right, so that's us for now. I will see you back in the Retro 180 in a bit, everybody. These guys won't be there. They'll be going back to the mum soon. So big bye-bye from you two.
Bye.
See you in a bit. So as you can see, I'm back here now in the Retro 180. Kids are back with the mum. We, as I said in the car, we had an absolutely fantastic time today at Leeds Gaming Market. Really would recommend it. If you're into your retro gaming, you've not been to any of these gaming markets before, but you're thinking about it, I strongly advise you just get yourself along. They are really, truly a great day out. I did say I would explain why we'd enjoyed it so much at Leeds. So I think one of the reasons was we managed to get tickets that were earlier than Doncaster. So Doncaster we were in just after 12, I think 12:30, something like that. Pretty certain it was around about that time. Leeds we got in for 10:30. We got there pretty early, so we were quite near the front of the queue. So when we got in, there was not a lot of, it wasn't busy. There wasn't a big crowd in already. So we could go around and we had a few minutes, a good few minutes where we could go around the venue, go around the market, look at what we wanted quite easily. We could go up to the stalls and we could look at the stuff without loads of people in the way straight away. So we really enjoyed that. Me and the kids thought that was much better. So I think we will definitely try and get tickets for early entry as often as possible when we do these markets in the future. It was nice, however, when the crowd come in and the atmosphere built. It was great to see people coming in and it being popular. And what I think happened as well with Leeds, though, compared to Doncaster, it never felt for us, it never felt over busy. It was busy, it had got an atmosphere, but you could still get around, you could still look at things, and I think that's what we enjoyed the most today. And then on top of that, which I'm going to come to obviously in a bit in the video, we picked up some absolutely belting games. I would say for us, we've got 3 what I would call retro royalty titles that we picked up today. So very, very happy with our haul from Leeds Gaming Market. On top of that, met some really nice people, chatted to people that were buying the games off, great people there, other people in the crowd, and got to mention, we bumped into Callum from Retro Ghetto. Now, we love watching Callum's Retro Ghetto channel, superb channel. If you've never seen that for some reason, check it out. He kindly gave us all 3 of us, me included, big kid, kindly gave us all Retro Ghetto stickers, so we come away with that. I think the kids were happier with these than they were with the games. But yeah, really sound guy, top channel. If you haven't watched Retro Ghetto, after you've watched this, pop over to that channel because I'm sure you will love what he does for definite. Really top quality channel. But yeah, I'll get on with the games because I'm sure you're now waiting thinking, just show me the games. So here they come. So let's get tucked into the pickups then. But before we do, I've just got to say, I don't regret it, but it's only February the 2nd and the budget is now done for pickups for this month. So yeah, Leeds Gaming Market, definitely enjoyed it, definitely worth it, but the budget is done now for the month. The first thing we picked up was this one. Now, I picked up Volume 2 very recently, heard about this. I never heard about any of these before. So this is the Midway Arcade Treasures. This is Volume 1. Like I say, I picked up Volume 2 recently, like the look of the games on there. Heard about this, there's 3 of these. I don't think the third one's any good. Let me know in the comments, but I think I said previously, I think the third one's meant to be a little bit average. Second one's really good. I've enjoyed playing on that one, but this one I wanted because, and I said I was going to grab hold if I saw for the right price, and this was a bargain. I think it was a £5, I think, for 20 games. So I thought I'm definitely picking this up. You've got games on here like Spy Hunter, Root Beer Tapper, I think he's on here as well. You've got Paperboy, a range of other games that I actually played. It reminds me of when I had my own first system, which was the ZX Spectrum 48K Plus, and I used to play those games on there, those Midway games on there. So yeah, I'm going to really enjoy, for nostalgia purposes, getting tucked into loads of games on this collection. We then, as we carried on going round, checking stuff out, my son was thinking about what he wanted to get. He wasn't sure when we went in. He'd not got a game in mind. Paige had. So Paige was desperate again, like she was back at Doncaster Gaming Market. She's got her eyes on Outrun for the Master System. That's what she wants to pick up. So we hunted around for that, and I'll tell you now, unfortunately, we didn't find it. Found her something else that she was happy with, but we didn't find Outrun for her. But my son, he wasn't sure when he went in at all. He went in completely sort of blank slate, wasn't sure. And as ever, he kind of started leaning towards picking up sports titles, and I kind of knew some of them weren't that great. I don't mind him picking up sports stuff, because the thing is, most of us older folks, we don't tend to want to pick up retro sports games. So I know some people do, but a lot of people, it's like, don't want retro sports stuff in my collection because, you know, been there, done that, things have moved on, sports stuff generally's got better. But my son comes at it from the angle that he hasn't played these games before. So when he's going around with me and he's seen different systems, different consoles with different versions of football, etc. I think it also, by the way, I think it pecks his head a little bit that there are so many various football games, because now obviously it's dominated by FC, isn't it? FC 25. But yeah, he goes around seeing these sports titles and he wants to know what they were like. He's curious as to what these sports games were like back in the day. He's heard from me what they were like, but he wants to experience them himself. So I've kind of got my head round now when he's looking at sports titles to go with the flow a bit, because he's coming at it from a different angle. And ultimately, once we've gone through a few different sports games and I'm like, yeah, you don't really want that, it's not that great, Liam, let's look for something else, I spotted this, Actua Soccer 2. And I remember loving playing this on my PlayStation. Back in the day when you got this and FIFA sort of battling it out, and I suppose Pro Evo was in there as well in the mix, but for a little while the Actua Soccer games were up there. And I actually really enjoyed playing these. Now let me know in the comments what you thought of the Actua Soccer games, but I did enjoy playing these, and for a little while I seem to remember enjoying playing this more than the FIFAs of around that time. So he agreed that he wanted to check it out. So we picked this up for Liam, and I'm sure when he gets a chance he's going to take me on at this, and hopefully he won't kick my backside at it. And after those two, we then started getting tucked into, we've got 3 more games, and I've got what I think is a hat trick of retro royalty. It's 2 of them I have owned before and absolutely loved having and completed, but wanted back in my collection and wanted to have a go at trying to beat them again. And there's another one which we picked up, which is just a must for Master System owners, so might be a clue there. It's a must, but I never actually had the game, so I'll come on to that in a bit. But the first one, and this is the one that, because we couldn't find Outrun, try as we might for Paige, again, bless her, so she's going to wait for next time, we got this. We found Shinobi. So top game, what I class as retro royalty on the Master System, a very good port from the arcade where I first played it and loved getting into it. So yeah, my introduction, as many obviously, first Shinobi, all the ones that followed since, well, pretty much all the ones that followed since, I have loved playing as well. So we got this Shinobi on the Master System. There's no manual with this, but we don't, as I've said before, we don't collect complete in box. We're not like perfectionists at this. We're coming at it from the angle as long as it's decent condition and the game works and we can play it by having it and not sort of be waiting to pick it up, then we're happy just to grab them. So yeah, Shinobi, top game, our first retro royalty title. I'll give you an overview of it now, just in case you are not aware of it, but if you're not, I'd be surprised. But I'll give you an overview and let you know my thoughts on it with some shots of the game.
Released in 1987 for arcades and later ported to the SEGA Master System, Shinobi is a classic side-scrolling action game that introduced players to Joe Musashi, a ninja on a mission to rescue kidnapped students from the Zed crime syndicate. The gameplay is smooth and responsive, featuring tight platforming, shuriken-throwing combat, and powerful melee attacks. Players can also unlock ninja magic for devastating screen-clearing moves. The game's level design is varied, with multi-tiered stages that encourage strategic movement. However, its difficulty is unforgiving, requiring precise timing and pattern memorization. With its iconic ninja action, catchy soundtrack, and challenging gameplay, Shinobi remains a defining arcade experience and a must-play in my opinion for any retro action fans.
Now, the next retro royalty that we picked up is actually behind me. So somewhere along there you can see the box art, the great box art I would suggest for this game. And it is Thunder Force 4. I had tracked it down for a very good price. And I am so happy to pick this up. One of my favourite games on the Master System, Mega Drive. And I am giddy that I have picked this up again. Love this game. I am going to be giving this a whirl as fast as possible. In fact, probably upcoming video, I'll come up with some sort of challenge for myself, take this on. Like I did in the previous video for Guy Noob, I'm going to have a go at trying to crack this game as well, or see how far I can get now as an old man on it. But this, I am so happy to have picked up. Take a look at some gameplay and my overview for it now.
Released in 1992 for the Sega Genesis Mega Drive, Thunder Force 4, known as Lightning Force in North America, is a standout side-scrolling shoot-'em-up from Technosoft. The game pushes the hardware to its limits, with large, detailed sprites, smooth scrolling, and a blistering fast pace that keeps players on their toes. One of its defining features is the ability to choose the order of the first 4 stages, adding a layer of strategy. The gameplay is classic shoot-'em-up action, with multiple weapons, screen-filling explosions, and intense enemy patterns. The difficulty is high but fair, rewarding skill and memorization. The soundtrack is also a highlight, featuring some of the best rock-inspired chiptune music of the era. With its stunning visuals, high-energy gameplay, and legendary soundtrack, Thunder Force 4 remains, in my opinion, one of the greatest shoot-'em-ups of the 16-bit era, and a must-play for fans of the genre.
By this point, we've got those 4 titles picked up. We're walking around Leeds Gaming Market, taking in the atmosphere, loving it, and then we decide we're going to keep looking at that for Page's Outrun. We've not fully given up by this point, so we're looking around Master System games in the main by now, and we didn't find it, as I said earlier, but Liam, the legend that he is, put his finger on an absolute beauty. I'm going through this bunch of Master System games in the box, and I don't know what happened with my brain, but I didn't see this. He then puts his finger on it, picks it out of the box and goes, "Is this any good, Dad? What's this like?" And it's only this thing. He actually went and found Master of Darkness, and again for a very good price. So we straight away leapt on this, purchased this, and I gave him a big hug. I have not seen this in the wild myself since we started doing the channel, started retro collecting. I have been aware of this. This is the one, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't have. So I said one of the retro royalty I never owned, but I would have loved to have had. And the more I've learnt about it over time, I've sort of kicked myself for not having it when I was younger. I think actually, if I'm fair to myself, I think if I remember rightly, I'd moved on to Mega Drive when this come out. I'll have to research that a bit further, but I think I might have moved on from my Master System, and hence why I never got tucked into this. But I am so glad, the belter that he is, he just stood there and goes, puts his finger on it and goes, is this any good, Dad? I'm like, it certainly is. So yeah, we picked it up and come away and take a look at an overview and some gameplay now.
Released in 1992 for the Sega Master System, Master of Darkness is a side-scrolling action platformer often compared to Castlevania. Set in Victorian-era London, the game follows a psychologist as he hunts down Dracula and other supernatural threats using an array of weapons including knives, swords and pistols. The game's gothic atmosphere is said to be a standout feature, with well-designed levels taking players through eerie locations like the Thames River, graveyards and haunted castles. According to many gamers, the tight controls and smooth animations make combat satisfying, though enemy patterns can feel predictable. While the game lacks the brand recognition of Castlevania, it offers a strong alternative for Sega fans, with impressive 8-bit visuals and a haunting soundtrack. Though not as well known as its inspiration, Master of Darkness is a hidden gem that many believe delivers a solid horror action experience for retro gaming enthusiasts.
So that's us for today. I can't believe how well, I say I can't believe, I'm just so, I think the word is probably more grateful for such a brilliant day. My kids have been absolute legends again. Still absolutely loving going around doing this stuff with them. The joy of going around and myself going around picking up these games and having the nostalgia, like I've said before, but then my kids are with me as well and doing things like finding Master of Darkness and just really enjoying the time with me going around, getting really excited when we saw other YouTubers there like Callum from Retro Ghetto. Just everything about the day has been absolutely brilliant. We've loved every second of it. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give us a like. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. We're getting very close to having our first 100 and we'd really, really love to get past that little early benchmark, if you like, to push the channel forward. But if you are a subscriber, I'd also like to remember to say, if you're a subscriber and you've come back and you've watched us and you're supporting us, we really do appreciate you as well. So thank you very much for that. I know I'm getting regular sort of names popping up in the comments supporting us. So thank you very much. We really do appreciate that. So yeah, that's it for today though. Again, I really hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Take care for now. Keep enjoying your gaming. Bye bye.